Some things that I love about Jonathan. I love how ambitious he is, how he's a man of his word, and how he'll say he's gonna do something and he'll do it. It might not be like at that exact point, but he does it. I love how he's family oriented and how he's a man of God. Sharice is a very loyal person. She's the type of individual that you can depend on for so many different things. She's very independent. She reminds me a lot of my mom in that sense, because she just, you don't have to ask her to do anything. She doesn't need anybody else for anything. Like, she'll just, if she wants something, like, she'll just go out and get it. Like, she's that type of person. And it's good to have a person like that, because it keeps you on your game. Like, you can't, she won't just accept anything, because she knows herself that she deserves the best, and she'll go out and get it herself. Jonathan reminds me of my dad, because they're both sweet, kind. My dad has always taught me things in life, and he never has me out there just looking stupid. And Jonathan always teaches me new things without me feeling like I'm dumb. And I always grew up wanting to marry somebody just like my dad. Like, of course, no one will ever replace my dad, but I think I found somebody close. She's very disciplined. She reminds me of my grandma Florence in that sense, because she doesn't play when it comes to church. Like, Sunday service, she will be there. She's a faithful member in the choir, as far as serving and all that. And you need that too, as a man and as a husband. I feel like just because you have that person to keep you on your game, as far as just making sure that you stay in your word, and you ain't just out here, just not living right. I love Jonathan. I really do. But please don't let us be in a life and death situation, because it takes him forever to tell a story. Like, he has to tell a detail inside of that detail, inside of that detail, bless his heart strength, and we will be sitting there forever. Don't listen to Sharice. I do not take that long to talk or to get to the point. For one, it depends on who I'm talking to, because if I'm talking to somebody who doesn't pick up things as quickly, then of course I'm gonna have to explain a little more, or word things in a different way so that they'll pick up on what I'm trying to say. And then if I'm talking to somebody who just, they're fast paced and quick with it, then I don't really gotta say too much. I can just say what I gotta say, and that is what it is. I mean, to say that I take a long time to get to the point, or I talk as much as anyone else. Like, I don't talk that much. The way she'll make it seem like I just go on and on and on and on, and no, I don't. To answer the question, it doesn't take me that long to get to the point. So some things that I plan on doing with Jonathan in the future would be traveling, getting a house, and having children. I know I surely was shamed one day. I did some videos with my Uncle Maniac and Terrell Brandon, and TB, man, he real good peoples. He took care of me. He put some change in my pocket, and it was more money than I had ever received. And I was feeling real bossy, man. Like I was out here. And so, being that Reese is my lady, I love for my baby to have the best, man. I love to take care of my woman. So, this day I wanted to get her a gift, but forget Forever 21 and all these other places that you can go anytime. I'm feeling bossy, like I said. So we finna go. I'm finna get you something from Louis. I feel like what's the best? What's the best that females can have? I asked the guy in the mall, and he said, oh, Louis Vuitton. It's pretty spendy. All right, well, whatever. I'm feeling bossy, man. Let's get the Louis then. So I go into the Louis store. Hey, what's the point of going to Louis if you just gonna get a clutch or something small? I ain't finna get no accessory. It's like, we're gonna do it, baby. Let me get that bag right there. And the dude turned to me and he said, yes, sir, that'll be $5,000.
And I was like, I just want the bag. Like I don't want just only the bag is all I want. And he said, yeah, sir, that bag is $5,000. So yeah, well, probably just gonna go back over here to Forever 21 because I ain't got it like that, baby.
I plan on having 3 kids. 3 is the limit.
One of the dopest things and memories that I have of Sharice, and a testament to her loyalty, is like some years ago, I was working at a company making pretty good money, and I got laid off. And when I got laid off, this was around the time that me and Sharice had really just started dating. And to go from having money and being able to go out on dates and pay your bills and do all these things, and then just not have any money and no way. And it wasn't like I wasn't trying to work. Like I was applying left and right, and I could not get hired at all. And it was for 2 years, man. For like 2 years, I didn't have a job, and was just having to do odd jobs as far as photography and video and things, just to really like pay my bills. And the dopest thing was, like, she was right there for that whole process. It wasn't like, oh, he's not working and he can't take care of me or do this and that for me, so I'm not messing with him no more. It's like that was the time where she actually like drew closer to me. I would say, she would be the one to call me and just make sure, like, hey babe, here's a few bucks, just for gas. She just give me just gas money to get to and from interviews. She was always coming and telling me about somebody at the church who mentioned job openings or just whatever. She would just make sure I ate. She would bring me stuff or get me stuff. I mean, it's just, she would just do things that, to me, man, it really touched my heart, because it was like, usually in situations like that, when you see a guy who isn't working and not having money, people usually go the other way, or they, leave you and all these kinds of things. But for her, nah, man, like she stuck by her man, and that's probably one of the dopest things that could have ever happened. And for a person like that, like, you love, well, at least me, I love to, now that I'm back on my feet, be able to, do things for her. And whenever I accomplish things, I like to be able to involve her, just because I know, like it says in the vows, like, richer or poor, like, I know, like, even at my worst point, like, I got a woman who, is with me, ride or die through whatever, and I really love her for that. And that's why it was probably one of the dopest things to me recently when I did some stuff with the Portland Trailblazers, just to be able to have her right there and for her to share that with me and be in that moment, because she was the same person that was there when I didn't have anything. So it's like, when I have everything, or wherever I'm going in life, when I get to where I'm supposed to be at, I want it to be with that same person that was there for me, when I didn't have anything, Anything in this world that you want, you can have. And if I don't have it, I'll get it, and I'll get it for you. Some kind of way, I'm gonna find a way to give you the world and give you everything that you could desire, just because I know that you would do the same for me. It's just like anything you want, I got you. Well, except for that Louis Vuitton purse. Yeah, let me get my change up.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.